think I need another cheeseburger.
Look, we're entitled to our opinions, even if we don't know what the fuck we're talking about. The middle class holes. I first want to state, I know you're nervous about this, that I am not mocking the kidnapping of Savannah Guthrie's mother by any stretch of the imagination. It's horrible. I'm waiting every second to see this woman come, I don't know, crawling out of a scraggly wood. I hope she's alive. I hope it all works out. But can we please all just admit that this is like a Seth Rogen movie plot where they've created, I don't know, some ransom note out of the most random celebrity of all time. Why would you go after Savannah Guthrie? Like, it just seems odd that name got drawn out of a hat. Am I insane? Is this like
no?
No.
Well, you're not crazy. Everything that's happening is pretty crazy, right? But a couple years ago, Savannah Guthrie interviewed a bunch of the survivors and the victims. And so some people in some circles are suggesting that this is a big, hey, run your mouth about this, and we're taking a loved one. And this is like a shot across the bow.
Survivors of what? Kidnappings?
Epstein. Oh, can we say that? The files?
Yeah. Hold on. Okay.
Come up on this one. So.
Oh! I am completely blissfully unaware of this. Okay, so you're saying that Savannah Guthrie interviewed survivors of Epstein's Island, and now the shadow government entities are now creeping back into the light to seek their revenge upon a Today Show host for $6 million?
I wouldn't ever say that, and that is not what I said.
Never.
But the points on the board to tie the little strings around. A couple years ago, Savannah interviewed a bunch of survivors. Now, her mom's gone. We've got we've got a lot of media kowtowing to the administration, and we've got a lot of, independent media online. So is somebody sending a message? I don't know.
Are your conspiratorial cockles tweaking there a little bit, Wes, now? Because I didn't know this. This is fresh meat for me.
It's my conspiratorial. Sorry, that's a mouthful. Conspiratorial cockles are right now in the rearview seat because sorry, this is throwing me for a loop because I was all on board with why her? That's not even a D-list celebrity. It's kind of something
right.
I have to Google. I have to look it up now. Now it's starting to make sense. Wow.
I thought the same thing. Everybody was thinking the same thing. And then it's like,
Bit's ruined, Murr. Bit's ruined.
Yeah, I know. It's completely ruined. No, because I was just thinking, like, what are some random celebrities that you would, like, in a fictional comedy movie that you were going to, like, hey, let's kidnap, I don't know.
Bobcat Goldthwait.
Yeah, Bobcat Goldthwait's brother-in-law. And we'll ask for 70,000 pies, all whipped and cream.
Nikki it just Nikki Cox's brother? Oh God. Jesus.
Was that David Spade movie where he kidnapped that girl's dog to ransom it back to her?
Holy shit. You and Wes with the really obscure movie references.
I was a latchkey kid. I watched
so was
a lot
I,
of
but
movies.
I didn't have cable, so there's that, and I lived very far away from any movie renting facilities.
Lost and found.
Lost and found. There we go.
That's a real David. Now, is he the star in this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Him and Sophie probably someone else who could have been on that kidnapping list. Marseille. It's French.
Jesus Christ.
Well, Marseille is the best guess.
The other really odd thing about this is during the Super Bowl that Ring had that super Orwellian commercial about lost dogs. Did you see this, Wes? Where they're like, now with the mesh of all cameras we've gotten you to put on the front of your house over the last decade and a half, we can see everything like Batman and fucking Dark Knight. You are now fucking Lucius Fox, and the power is in your hands. And then all of a sudden, a real person goes missing, and they can't fucking find them using the Ring cams.
It plucked heartstrings of pet owners.
The footage they've released, there's doorbell footage online now of like some dude in a mask at the door, released by the company, right?
Yes, but they also had to like crack the code. They had to go through. They had to. I don't know. There was a whole bunch of like corrupt files attached to it. And then, but what I gathered from the Ring camera commercial at the Super Bowl, that you were going to be able to like every step of the way, like you weren't going to escape the sight of a Ring camera. And then all of a sudden we need it. We need it for a real reason, not just fucking Chachi that got loose off his leash in the backyard. We've actually got a real lady who's in dire situations right now, and we can't even figure out, like, that's the only one we got. Sorry, it was locked up behind that encrypted wall, and boy, it'd be in a multi-million-dollar neighborhood. I know it's probably rather sprawling out there, but you would think that like 2 or 3 of these Ring cameras would pick up like movement of some kind and give them like a little bit of a geo-track.
Unfortunately, there's only one terminal that they can do the Lucius Fox thing at. So they're taking turns, and they're, unfortunately there's a line. There's 2 Shih Tzus, a Pomeranian, and a Rottweiler that you got to check up that footage first.
Gotcha. And clearly that guy stole OJ's gloves from the lost and found
they were tight.
Department. Yeah, they didn't fit quite all that well.
Well, and then I'm watching the news, and they're like, we finally identified the backpack. It's an Ozark 159er, and I'm like, oh, like the one that's in every fucking Walmart across America. Ozark, the most like everywhere brand that exists.
But see,
Ozark Trail making Coleman look like Patagonia.
That's right.
They're getting to a point now where and again, this is hypothetically speaking, where they're going to zoom in on some sort of barcode or something distinctive on it, and then be able to figure out like 10 stores within a month where it was bought. And then
now
the camera footage of that to see, see if
it
fits the description. Male,
you're not
6'1",
wrong. The problem is they've really zeroed this thing into like time is of the essence. I mean, you've got you've got ransom notes sent to TMZ. You've got deadlines. You've got Bitcoin. You've got a masked man somewhere in Arizona. Suddenly, right now, I'm learning you've got Epstein, retribution. You've got Ring cameras. I understand. It's just, I don't think you could write this movie and people would buy it. Like, you would go and be like, bullshit. Oh, that could happen. And then you just laugh it off. I mean, in the meantime, and I feel bad for the lady because, like, I mean, obviously I feel bad for her because her fucking mother's missing. But then, every 4 years you get to go do the Olympics, and then now you got to stay home. You got to stay home from Milan to worry about your mother and your $6 million Bitcoin payment. And I will say, though, as far as Bitcoin payments are concerned, it's a good time to buy $6 million worth of Bitcoin. That fucker hit the fucking skids over the last couple of weeks, man. That puppy goes up just a few 100,000. Man, you can double that pretty quick.
Is that what they're asking for? Is that the ransom? $6 million in Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Wow. Can't trace it. These guys are smart.
That's what you say. I think also the one thing this has really pulled back the curtain on, okay, AI apparently isn't all that effective. The cameras on the front of your houses really aren't tracking you as much as we thought they potentially could. The Bitcoin's not as secure because apparently they were like, well, we've seen activity in the account they wanted to send it to, which means they can track it in some capacity. It just seems like all of the stuff that they were like, you can't do this, no, you can. You can do this, no, you can't. This will never happen. Well, it did. It's just, I don't know. It's though as the lives we lead online are all.
What are you going to do about it?
Nothing.
Talk to Grok?
Yeah, that's right.
It's going to change his MySpace top 8.
That's right. just the silhouette,
Yeah.
Rob. Tim
keep him guessing. You got to keep him guessing.
Change your music too. Don't worry.
Well, so anyway, I don't know. I hope the lady gets.
Somebody's watching me.
The prophecy. Whoa. Yeah, dude. And by the way, everybody thinks Michael. You know who sings that, right?
Yeah, Rockwell.
It's not Michael Jackson.
Yeah, but he is on the track though. He's the one singing.
He's an executive producer. He sings the hook.
Yeah, but I mean that almost makes it a Michael Jackson song though, because like when it breaks.
Really trying to make Rockwell a star for 1 month.
Yeah,
dude, that fucking song.
I love that song.
I'm gonna say 1988.
It's right up there with "Party All the Time" for me.
I gotta tell you something.
Classic. 1984.
Party All the Time. 84. Shit. Party All the Time. That ain't that bad a song, and Eddie Murphy can actually sing. Everybody just mocked it because it was what it was when it was made. It was like, oh, Eddie Murphy's gone off the rails. He's doing a Richard Pryor on us.
Well, on the same cassette, you can also find "Boogie in Your Butt." So, I mean, come on.
Talk about a B-side.
So you're deterred, Murr, but I guess allegedly, old Rollie's whatever he brought to light has stirred your soup a little bit, right?
Well, if we're talking, if it's an Epstein conspiracy all of a sudden, sorry, Savannah, this is a done deal, unfortunately, and they just been giving you the runaround for a few days while they can, I don't know. It's compelling television. We haven't had one of these compelling things. It sucks to say that, I'm entertained by this. No, but I definitely, first thing I'm doing when I get home is turning on the news, where's Nancy? Is she back yet? I hope to God this lady is still alive and she makes it back. It's gonna be a hell of a Hallmark docuseries when it's finally done. If it turns out just dandy-like. But like I said, I feel bad for Savannah. It's her mom, of course. I hope it's no family member, and I hope she gets to do the Summer Olympics because at least she won't have to travel for that one.
In L.A., that's right. We'll be telling our grandchildren about this, and their grandchildren will be like, "Who?" Like, that's right. We all said the same thing. Middle classers, everyone. Rollie, Murr, and Foxman. Have you guys gotten Milan fever? That's not some sort of weird catchy disease. That's actually just the Winter Olympics are taking place.
What have you watched, Rollie? What have you been?
Not much, honestly. I'll be completely honest. Not much. I'm just catching highlights here and there. But I think one of the stories we're covering tonight is one of the best things I saw.
Well, I've been catching the curling. I do like the curling. It's funny that it got mocked so heavily for a decade, and then all of a sudden everybody's like, man, I'm just kidding. I really like it. It's like that thing that you hate to admit, white claws are for girls. And then you find yourself slugging them nightly. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Everybody came around on curling because, let's be honest, it's the closest thing the majority of us Joe Schmoes could probably get into in the Olympics, right?
Yes.
We're not doing moguls. We're not doing, we're not doing speed skating. But you go down to the ice rink every third Thursday and they're doing curling classes. It's like, I could do that.
Yeah,
I could be there.
The U.S. team has a 54-year-old fill-in, a sub who played a little bit today.
But I gotta tell you, watching them is much like watching the professional cornhole stuff. It's one of those things you look at it I could do this, and it's like, no, you can't. You can't spin a 16-pound or 30-pound or however the fuck much those granite cubes weigh. You can't do that and put within an inch on a slick piece of ice with a Brillo pad on a stick.
I get that you
pretty mean
second
on a shuffleboard table.
I was going to say, I get that you finished second at a VFW tournament shuffleboard. Old podunk nowhere. All right. Sorry, Tom, you're not fucking doing that at Olympic levels. The reason I ask is I have 3 news stories coming from the Olympics. I'm going to read them to you. I'm just going to read the headlines. Then we're going to spin the wheel of destiny. Old Murr and Rollie are on that wheel. Ooh. The winner gets to select which news story they want to talk about. The loser gets to pick from the other 2. And the real loser, your host here, Foxman, will select the third. I think I know what's coming up anyway. Ski jumpers are Olympic ski jumpers. That's the long ones, the ones that hit the absolute psychos of the Olympic, the Olympics in general. There's fuckers who travel, I don't know, was it 70 meters, 80 meters or so? I think up to 100, depending upon the jumping, are injecting acid into their penises for aerodynamic purposes. Olympian, he's a cross-country skier, admits to cheating after medaling. I made the biggest mistake of my life.
But cheating on his girlfriend, by the way, not in the race.
Yes. And then Olympic cross-country ski champion breaks the internet with a crazy uphill run. I just want to say he was averaging a 540-mile uphill on skis. All right. So we're going with the Wheel of Destiny right here. We have old Rollie and old Murr. It's a 50-50 shot. And we're taking bets if you guys want. It's a 50-50 one-on-one. Murr, get on DraftKings right now.
I'm gonna bet on Rollie.
I'm wearing the shirt.
You might have gotten it. Oh,
I got it.
Hey.
Old Rollie takes the. You guys hear the run the fast?
The real DraftKings were the friends we made along the way.
There we go. So, old Rollie, as the winner, you get to select the story that you want to talk about.
Well, I like a good controversy. Let's get right into this acid injection.
Gotcha. So, I'll give you the highlights. Basically, ski jumpers were injecting acid, or allegedly injecting acid, into their penises for aerodynamic purposes. That's but I don't know. I don't know how much I'm going to get into that. But you take it away. Give us your thoughts on such a controversy.
With no detail, tell us more.
Yeah.
Well, this is your story. You want me to read?
I
read
up a little bit about it before we started, as a good, researching third mic does. Kind of crazy, kind of a weird way to get a competitive advantage, but I guess these days you got to do what you got to do. The doping board has maybe thought of everything except this. I want to say it was sorry if I'm saying this wrong. Is it hydroloric acid that they were injecting or allegedly injecting? I looked that up, and it's
Alex Trebek looking at the panel. Hold on 1 second here.
It's hyaluronic.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I see what you did there.
Acid in your penis, yeah.
It's got to be tough, right? To find who. First of all, who's your plug? Who's your acid guy?
Yeah.
Right. And who was the one? Because was it an athlete or a coach that was like, "Here's what we got to do to get the advantage, guys. Here's what we got to do." Because apparently it's for skin treatments and like med spas. It plumps up and hydrates the skin super fast. So you're plump, you're hydrated, you're a little bigger. And when you do when they do the 3D model scans for your Olympic uniform, you go in a little bigger. And apparently the extra space gives you a little more aerodynamics when you're jumping. But what does that translate to, really? Like the risk versus the reward here. I'm not injecting anything down here, first of all, right? Second of all, what possible difference in aerodynamics is it going to make that much of a competitive difference?
Okay, to think that any of these athletes wouldn't go through hell or high water to get the slightest advantage, an inch or two in flight time, they're going to do it.
Agreed.
Until you said about the body scan on the outfit. Think about the squirrel suits that these people, they gliding through the air. You know what I mean? Like when they, yeah. So you make your dick like, I don't know, an inch girthier. So when you get scanned, you got an extra inch now. Once your penis deflates later on, you got like a little bit more of like loose uniform, which gives you that little more of that squirrel suity kind of like air grabber to give you more lift to keep you in the air longer. And if you think they wouldn't jam a needle anywhere in their body, butthole, pee hole, eye hole, don't matter hole, they're gonna do it to walk away. Because what other glory do you have? And as far as insanity is concerned, like Wes said, these are people who are willing to go 60 miles an hour down an ice ramp and see how long these two planks on their feet can fucking carry them through the sky. Yeah, I'm not shocked they'd stick a needle in their dick.
Yeah, and if that girth, depending upon how long it lasts, you can take advantage of that in the Olympic Village where everyone's getting it in. Like, oh, look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this proud bastard.
I don't think it's going
running off the podium back to the village.
Yeah, that's right.
I think at that point it's just a showpiece. I'm not sure how much action it's gonna fucking see.
What's the matter? Like, well, I injected acid into it. What the fuck? What are you talking about?
Looks good there, right?
Yeah. Reports the World Anti-Doping Agency signaled it would watch for evidence of manipulation following the report in German newspaper newspaper, it's BILD. I'm saying Bild, that raised fears that some male ski jumpers attempting to manipulate the 3D body scanning measurements used to size competition suits by temporarily enlarging their penises. So yeah, the World Doping Agency is like, let me see what you got down there. Large.
Yeah, they got to draw straws in their office to see who's watching the meet that day. It's like, Jorgen, it's up to you.
Well, and then do you have to? Well, I mean, but for scale, do you then every day have to go in with the old fabric measuring tape? Like, 5.5 round, very nice, sir. Let's see what you got tomorrow.
A B sample, right?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, I do. This is, and I will agree with Murr. First of all, when you said I'm not injecting anything into my penis, I do think
hot take
at the most psycho level that these guys are, there's probably a little bit of reservation to begin with, and then someone's like, "No, watch, I'll do it myself." Yeah, man, if you say so. All right, let's do it. Now, how much this stuff's going on, don't know. I guess to be determined, unless you solder the world. Do the Olympics have their own, or do they rely on the World Doping Agency?
I'm not sure because ever since I watched what was it, Icarus, the I don't know who can keep tampering from. Have you seen that, the documentary Icarus about the guy? Mm-hmm. It ends up spiraling into the Sochi Olympic doping scandal for Russia. Like there's no lengths that these countries won't go to like get a competitive advantage. Like
there's no lengths or girths.
Yes. Yeah. So I don't know. I think they got rid of that. I think they got rid of that doping agency, and I don't know. We shouldn't know who the doping. Honestly, no one should know who the doping agency is. Like, they should have like a 10-year contract or like a 3 Olympic contract. Then nobody knows what laboratory's doing it, and then magically once their contract runs up, it's like it was clean Olympics under our watch, and they can just brag about it later.
It's actually LabCorp. They're sandwiching in beside a new crop of truckers and some juvies who are getting parole next month. It's LabCorp.
You got weed in your pee? All right, Andrew, you're up next. You have 2 stories to select from. We have you don't have the jumpers injecting stuff.
Yeah, you got the okay, I know the one I want to do. I want to chat about the okay, so what was the sport the guy was in where he cheated on his girlfriend, he wins a medal, he's now being interviewed, and during his live interview, he goes into this weepy ass, like, I am so sorry, I fucked up, basically saying, I fucked up, I want to humiliate myself on a global scale, just so she knows how much she means to me.
So he's the traditional biathlete. That's where you cross-country ski and then shoot targets, and if you miss a target, you have to, you go into the penalty zone. Biathlete.
I mean, I gotta tell you, like, look,
it's badass.
I can't stand, because obviously this dude's handsome. He's in the best shape of anybody in the world. He's probably really cocky because he's really good at the thing that he does. He does it really well.
His name's Stular.
Stular. Stular could have any woman in the world, and apparently he did. And now he regrets it, and now so I do give him, high marks for humiliating himself on national television. But fuck you, Stu Mark. This is what you get. I hope she doesn't take you back. I hope you're humiliated. And I hope the greatest thing you accomplish is a medal no one cares about in about 3 weeks, roughly.
That's right. So I think he ended up getting a silver. And then on national television, he says, 6 months ago, I met the love of my life, the most beautiful and kindest person in the world. 3 months ago, I made the biggest mistake of my life, and I was unfaithful. And I told her this about a week ago. It's been the worst week of my life. And then he later on says, I had the gold medal in life.
Oh, what a cheeseball answer.
Wow.
They found her, apparently, and interviewed her, and she was like basically said, like, though, like, I do give him credit for being for humiliating the shit out of himself. Fuck you, dude. Sorry, we ain't doing that.
Just like, that's embarrassing. I'm not going to date you now. Get out of here. Go back to the fjord.
Right. What chances you had prior to this were little to none. Now you just sealed the fucking coffin. Because that,
right.
Also,
I agree with
that. Putting that on blast on fucking national TV. Worldwide TV, nationally.
Now it's got me thinking about the whole world of biathlete groupies. I didn't know that was a thing. I mean, the high flying, those wild nights out there after a little ski, a little shoot, a little après, and he's tempted. He's Jorgish Florgensen. Of course he's going to be tempted. But the best part is, I read at the end of it, he goes, because his teammate won the gold, right? He got the silver.
I'll take your word for it. Not sure about the
I think it was his teammate that won the gold, and he got the silver. And he goes, I just hope I didn't take away from his big day. It's like, what do you mean, bud? It's just you just blew yourself up on international television, and you're like, oh, sorry, I know you got the gold. I thought he was the gold medal winner in this before I read the article.
But the bottom line is there's some lady who's taking syringes of fucking ski jumper fucking solution and jamming it into her lips. It's gonna give him lots of blowies for the rest of the Olympic Games, and I'm not gonna weep for this man. He'll be an international superstar. No. But as far as the woman goes too, let's say she takes him back. every single social event they go to, it's going to get brought up. Like
Awkward.
the humility. Yeah, like, oh, remember when you told the whole world about how you cheated on this whore right here, and then you made up for it by, do it. Oh, that's so she gets to be reminded of the time that he cheated on her, and that becomes the crowning moment of his entire life. And you're gonna find some woman who buries her head in fucking 5 feet of Nordic snow just to get away from the world.
Right, the country's not that big. They're gonna run into everybody all the time.
Everyone, yes.
Yeah, you hang out in Oslo long enough, you're going to see him. That's right. Don't know if that's where he's from. I'll take the last one. Just human achievement. Nothing funny, nothing cheating. No acid being stuffed in any orifices or injected into any penises or penile implants or anything like that. So Olympic cross-country ski champ breaks the internet with a crazy uphill run. So Norway's, oh God.
Just stop trying.
They're killing it.
Johannes Asflat Kalibo ran under 6-minute mile pace uphill in skis en route to a second gold medal at Milan. That's right. So it was about a 540 mile pace on a 7% gradient uphill in skis. Fucking nuts. I'm telling you, they ought to get this guy into like sports. What was the ESPN thing was sports science. So hook him up to monitors. Let's get a goddamn glimpse of his heart. Let's see what his resting heart rate is. Let's see what it is when he's having sex. It's probably better than us fucking, sleeping.
Yeah, I've seen that video 1,000 times now. And look, I mean, I fancy myself a fairly fit, athletic dude. I am in my mid to late 40s now. But like watching somebody I can't run a 5. I could never run a 540 mile. I think your brother might have been able to run like a little bit lower than that.
Yeah, both of us ran sub 5-minute miles.
No shit. But still though, to do that on skis on ice,
7%
uphill,
7% grade. Yeah, no.
Jesus Christ. That's why, and this kind of comes back to the curling thing. Is like no matter how mundane the athletic achievement is on that scale, it's going to eclipse every average human being that's probably ever walked the earth. I think I posed this question a few years ago. Do you think in ancient times there was ever an athlete as good as anybody we're seeing now?
Ever?
Yeah, I mean ever.
I don't think Usain Bolt's 100-meter record is going to get broken in the next 50 years.
But I'm talking about everybody that these events kind of have evolved from in their own way. Like you hear all the the myths and the legends of these people of the past, which is where a lot of these events kind of have gotten their origins from.
Sure.
Like the marathon and things like that. Like, do you think anybody in history was ever equivalent to anybody now? Because if you go back and you look at the 100-meter times, back in the turn of the century, 1900s, it's the fastest man alive ran a 12.3 120-yard dash. Oh yeah, quickness.
Johnny Dasher O'Pal. Fastest man in the neighborhood, in the country. By the way, just in case you want to catch a glimpse more of Kalibo, Johannes. This was the, real quick, damn it, sorry. My kilometers are a little rough. This was the 20-meter skiathlon. It was a sprint event, 20 kilometers.
Was it named by a preschool?
It has a 10K free, as well as the 50-kilometer team event. So, more to come from this guy.
Jeez.
God, hopefully Peter North coming. Anyway, by the way, before we wrap up this bit, I did want to ask you guys, did you have a chance to see, read, hear, or have any opinion on the sport tax, Jock Tax, that Sam Darnold got hit with after winning the Super Bowl? You familiar with this?
I'm only familiar with it because of the Boomer Esiason spiel that he went off on. Did you see this, Rollie?
Not Boomer spiel, no.
Just about how many. Break down the nitty gritties of it, Wes, because apparently Sam Darnold's going to be paying almost like a full working man's yearly salary just to take home a Super Bowl ring.
He's going to be in the loss for $71,000 after this. He was paid $178,000. He's going to be taxed $249,000, and this has to do with California's sport tax. It's basically, or Jock Tax rather, which forces pro athletes who don't live in the state to fork over percentages of their yearly income based on the number of days they work in California. So Darnold, who worked, I don't know if he should have filed for taxes quickly after the beginning of the year before the Super Bowl. I don't think he did because they played They played the Rams and they played the 49ers once, and then went to Fresno, or was it not Fresno? But anyway, San Francisco for the Super Bowl.
Jesus Christ, man.
He's going to have to pay $71,000 for winning the Super Bowl.
And that's why people are fleeing your state.
Yeah. You guys know me. I'm as left as they come, and I'm not going to defend professional millionaires here, but like, this is a little ridiculous. Like, you got to go into the state 2 times at least, every year to play.
And that's,
you're the kicker. You're the backup kicker, or, you're somebody making league minimum. You're just getting hosed.
Yeah.
Or the water boy. The water boy is probably getting hosed on this too.
And I looked up, I looked it up after I saw this, like which states like don't have this style of tax, and it's like, it's your, it's like Tennessee, Florida, there's Texas, Washington State. But there's bottom line is, if I'm the NFLPA, I'm just going to be like, well, we want to play our games here. I mean, Florida's a great place to go play Super Bowls. I mean, it's not really hurricane season. Why? Why wouldn't it be? They haven't seen championship teams in quite some well, they had the Tampa Bay, so there's that. But like, yeah, but I guess the point is like, if I'm a player and I can choose roughly where I'm not going to be paying for my Super Bowl ring once I've won it, I feel like that's a place I'm going to want to go.
This brings up a good point. Think about this. Next year, it's in L.A. Again, I think it was in, 2021 or 2022. Yep. It was the Rams Bengals Super Bowl. Think about like a backup or like a third string just basically saying, no, I'm going to roll the dice. I'm not going to play. I'm hurt.
Yeah, I'm not showing up this week.
And then and then winning the Super Bowl and just collecting the money. I mean, that's the way I'm looking at it. And Murr, you made a great point. Like, the NFL Players Association, I know they're not as strong as the Major League Baseball Players Association, but if they have say like, fuck California, not as strong. No, not. I mean, the Major League's Players Association is a Goliath, and they've been that way for a long time.
Because a lot more members too.
Yeah, but as an NFL player, I might just say fuck California. Like, we'll go and play there because there's 3 teams that have that play there, but no more Super Bowls. Fuck that.
Right. Yeah, I mean, there's other stadiums, and it's similar climates. I mean, Florida this time of year, I mean, that's a good football weather. But you
domed. You have Indy
50,
that's domed.
60.
You have Minnesota that's domed. You have Detroit that's domed.
I hate watching a domed game though. They never look good on TV, and that's what you're trying to do. And you want the elements, the opportunity for the elements. I've said for years that they should just do a round robin. Every team gets to host a Super Bowl, and just fucking, I don't care. I don't care if there's a fucking blizzard at Soldier Field. I'm fine with it. It's football. It's like, correct. Shit, this year, what's that?
Just build a Super Bowl stadium in San Juan, Puerto Rico.
I mean, I was getting ready to say, like, just do it right in Kansas because it's right in the middle of the country, but they've fucking seen plenty of those over the last few years. But but somewhere everybody can travel to. Yeah, a neutral site, like, to make it a real, no home team advantage kind of game.
Well, I would say, actually, never mind. I was going to say you could do it at a big stadium that doesn't host NFL games, and I was immediately thinking the Rose Bowl, and I was like, well, scratch that. That's in Pasadena.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
Fairfax, Virginia, your time to shine.
That's it, baby. Ooh-wee. You guys have scraped down to what, 68,000 seats? I believe so. Anyway, there you have it. That's that's the Middle Class Holes Olympics roundup, as well as this Jock Tax that California. You can stuff that $71,000 straight up your keister. I know. Sam Darnold is crying all the way to the bank. What do you think he's like? Damn it! That's probably all the frustration he had right there. Damn it!
Yeah. Aw shucks. That's 2 less stone crab boat parties that he can't have.
I don't think Sam Darnold's ever had a stone crab or a boat party. I think he just sits in the den. That's it.
And he's got his own man cave.
It's just him.
Right. Well, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back with Fun Fact Friday. Stick around.
Intelligence, of which you have none.
Obviously, we're dealing with the superior intelligence.
And now, Fun Fact Friday.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, time to expand your minds in a little segment we like to call Fun Facts Friday. 5 fun facts for you fuckers on a Friday, brought to you by our many sponsors. I'll only mention a few of them. Of course, you've got Flat Earth Science, Advocates for Truth. You can find them on Facebook. The guy that I think wrote Pulp Fiction was just recently on Rogan, and there's like a 9-minute clip online if you'd like to watch it of him potentially arguing for a flat Earth. And listen, I know Joe Rogan has been up and down in people's lives recently, but the way he goes against this guy, you really believe the Earth is flat, really says something. It's a moment of sanity in an insane world. It's 9 minutes of just lunacy. So go check that out in the meantime. And also, another one of our favorites is the Shin Splints Recovery Group. You got a little pain below the knee, above the ankle. Find the Shin Splints Recovery Group on Facebook as well. So let's get to it. 5 fun facts for you. Did you know in 1968, 3M scientist Spencer Silver was tasked with developing an ultra-strong adhesive for aerospace applications, but his experiment went wrong, and the exact opposite happened. A weak, pressure-sensitive glue made of tiny acrylic composite microspheres stuck only lightly to surfaces, peeling off cleanly without any residue. Didn't know what to do with it, shelved it forever, until his buddy was like, I need a bookmark that stays put. And so he used the adhesive, and suddenly they created the Post-it note, and which has sold billions upon billions of units since 1974. And that classic canary yellow color, just chance. It was the only scrap paper they had lying around the facility.
Post-it notes. Wow. For a minute, I thought you were going to say bookmarks.
Listen, I search these things out, and there's nothing more deflating than somebody saying, Post-it notes.
Got some right here.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Thank you.
Where's yours, Wes?
Hold on.
I've got the super special ones with the lines, so I don't
See,
write
I
like a
got a
monster.
jury notice. I got a jury duty notice here. Chapstick.
No, it's
They're
one
around
of
here
these
somewhere.
stupid things you take for granted. I got them stuck all around the edge of the monitor to remind us of things that we're supposed to do or things I'm supposed to do to help this fucking show out. It's just like, I could have it on loose little scraps of paper that flop and fly everywhere whenever I stand up and push my chair or walk briskly through a room. But no, we have this light adhesive made of microspheres.
It wasn't strong enough to do what they intended, but it's strong enough to remind us of everything that we need to be reminded of.
I just want to say that there's a theme to tonight's Fun Fact Friday. It's fuck-ups that made the world a better place. Did you know? In the late 1890s, brothers John Kellogg and Keith Kellogg were experimenting with healthier diets for patients, trying to create digestible wheat-based foods by boiling wheat berries into a dough-like mixture. One day, they left a batch of boiled wheat sitting out too long. It became moldy and over-fermented, but instead of discarding it, they rolled it out into a flat sheet to see what would happen. The result was thin, flaky sheets that baked into crisp, crunchy pieces, far different than what they intended, which was soft bread or granola. They refined the process, switched to corn, and accidentally invented cornflakes.
Yeah.
Everybody's least favorite cereal next to Cheerios.
Which was also a mistake. Donut makers.
They forgot the flavor on the Fruit Loops.
But you're forgetting, you can blame RFK for that, but you're forgetting that the entirety of cereal doesn't exist unless they attempt to apparently give molded fucking wheat chips to fucking mental patients.
Right. The Kellogg brothers. Very,
Cold cereal, or because I still to this day do not know what hot cereal is supposed to be.
That's that bushy shit. It's oatmeal, basically. That's hot cereal.
Oatmeal is
right?
hot cereal.
Yeah. Right, Wes?
Boy, I've never heard of hot cereal in my life. Actually, we're going to have to go to the Google machine on this one.
I'm pretty sure, like, Quaker Oats is like...
Yeah, hot cereal. It's cereal from grains prepared with to be eaten hot. Oatmeal, corn of wheat, cream of wheat, not corn of wheat. Just things of that consistency. So,
God, I remember
People
getting
are still in the chat.
I got raked over the coals once because like I said I liked cream of wheat. My mom used to make us cream of wheat when we were kids, and it was like,
Yeah, mine too. It was great.
What'd What'd you put in it? What was yours? What was it? Because there's only two ways to go. You can either go like sweet or savory, and we always did
cinnamon and honey.
Ooh, see, that's the thing. We always went savory. We went salt and butter.
Well, that's just lazy grits.
Yes, and my mom's from the South, and so yes,
No
that's
self-respecting
lazy grits.
Southerner would cook grits that way.
So you're telling me that your stove boils a grit faster? Anyway, did you know? In the early 1940s, during World War II, engineer James Wright at General Electric was trying to create a synthetic rubber substitute to address wartime shortages of natural rubber. He mixed silicon oil with boric acid, expecting a useful, bouncy, or elastic material, but the result was a gooey, putty-like substance that bounced like a super ball, stretched dramatically, shattered when hit too hard, and picked up the newspaper print off of comic pages. He called it nutty putty or bouncing putty. It sat around the lab for years until some toy maker was touring the lab, and he saw it sitting there, decided to get the recipe, package it in colorful eggs, and renamed it Silly Putty, and sold it for $1. It went on to become one of the most iconic toys of the 20th century, with over 300 million units sold worldwide.
As a member of the middle class and an only child latchkey kid, as I said earlier, I had plenty of Silly Putty eggs around the house.
It's a little Easter egg hunt for yourself. Ooh, there's that. I found it fascinating how well it could mimic newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
Putting it on there is almost like a goddamn carbon copy. And I just
Stretch out
fascinated
Calvin and
how-
Hobbes like that.
Yeah, God, it was just like goddamn beautiful. It was like a print, a 3D print. Not 3D, 2D. Sorry.
My favorite thing to do with it, though, this is so lame, is you kind of stretch it out a little bit thin, and then you yank it real hard, and it would give you this nice, satisfying, like click snap. Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
God.
Oh. And then you could ball it up, and you'd hear a few pops in there. Like,
Yeah, you get the bubble in it. You get the bubble.
Yeah. And kids today will never know the fucking simple joys of playing with a gelatinous piece of goo.
And this kind of reminds me, have you guys seen This Is 40?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, when she goes like, go kick a stick or go kick a rock. Like, I don't want to do that. I know she is kind of saying, yeah, go kick a rock, because I used to kick rocks on my way to and from school. But it's things like that we just described. Like, yeah, go pop air bubbles and Silly Putty. What are you talking about?
I
The
actually
simple
saw
pleasures. Bubble wrap.
I saw a great like psychological study thing, and it was talking about like video games today versus video games of like our era, like the Atari, arcade, Nintendo generation to what it is now. And it was like these psychologists are talking about how our generation had to deal with frustration, memorization, perfection. There was no reward system beyond you just accomplishing the goal. And now video games like lead you along a path. Like there's no real failure. Yeah, you can get killed, but then you go back to the save point that it automatically did for you 10 and a half seconds ago. And so you don't have to
Start over from the beginning.
Yes. Because I've been trying to tell William, like, I was like, in my day, because on the Nintendo Switch, you can play online, but you can rewind. Like, let's say you missed the jump. You can rewind and try the jump again. Yeah. Yeah.
No.
It's the game. And you
In
can
the
create...
same life?
Oh, yeah. No, it's all just like an NFL replay guy in the booth, just like, spin it back, spin it back. Spin
Thanos.
it back. Yeah. Yes. 100%. Using the time stone. Just spin it back. And he will never know. He will never know the frustration and what it was like to leave. I remember I was playing Bionic Commando. That game was long as fuck. Had 0 save points. I left that motherfucker on for 12 hours. Just fucking helicopter spinning on a level select screen just so I could finish the goddamn game.
Wait, there's a 2009
God,
version. Is that what you're talking about?
2009 version of what?
Bionic Commando.
Oh, there's been
Oh, I
6,
see,
7 different
1988.
versions of Bionic Commando.
1988. I remember this one. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah,
was there a 1942?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love 1942.
I had gotten, because my brother Dewey Love, Mercer, you both know him. I got the shit kicked out of me for disrupting a marathon game of his that he had paused. I was like, what the fuck is this doing in here? I want to play Ninja Turtles.
Oh, no.
You turned it off?
I turned it off, yeah. And you ever seen where Homeboy gets curb stomped in
American History X.
American History X? That's what happened on the bed frame.
Then he just hit you with that spray from the basement, and everything was fixed.
You know what?
Yeah, the spray that cured AIDS. That's right.
Yeah.
No offense to Dewey, but I'm kind of glad he got that off on you before you could never get it off on you again. Because there's no way that happens this day and age.
Is that when Wes was in first grade to second grade? That was the short window that Dewey had.
Yeah, there was when the 3-year age difference meant something. Now it's just Now it's what you gonna do about it? Fuck you! I'm playing Ninja Turtles.
Write an article about it.
Yeah, I'm playing Ninja Turtles 1, the game no one can beat.
Oh, Turtles Through Time. That's the game.
Yes, you're right. Any other game besides the one they marketed to us as children where, goddamn, the fucking disarm the bombs underwater level? What kind of sociopath fucking created that shit?
With the ivy that was poisonous that would zap your life if you touched? Yeah. And the turtles couldn't hold their breath forever, you know?
Yeah, I think it was the third bomb. It was up and to the left, and you had 1 pixel of space that you could utilize to get motherfuckers. Fuck those guys. And that is why we are of a stronger constitution than today's generation. But did you know in 1905, an 11-year-old boy named Frank Epperson from San Francisco was experimenting with a homemade soda drink by mixing powdered fruit-flavored soda with water and stirring it with a wooden stick. One chilly night. What?
Tang.
No, it wasn't Tang. Tang was not invented yet, sir. One chilly night, he left the glass of sweet mixture out on his porch and forgot about it. The temperature dropped overnight, freezing the liquid solid with a stick around it. In the morning, Frank discovered an icy treat, pulled it out, licked the stick like a lollipop. He then started making and selling them around the neighborhood. As an adult in 1923, he patented the idea. I love this. He patented, quote, frozen ice on a stick. He later sold the rights. He later sold the rights to the Joe Low Company, which trademarked it as the Popsicle.
Which I wonder if that's the grassroots for pixie sticks. Not pixie sticks, ice sticks, ice pops, freezy pops.
I just don't see how you fucking get the patent. It's ice on a stick.
They probably just wanted him out of the office. Stop wasting our time. Fine, here you go.
Hey.
Yeah, the original patent troll. He just showed up with 20 things. He's like, maybe one will get through. Like, oh, fuck, ice on a stick.
It's like the inventor.
Nobody's done that yet. Give this kid the patent.
That's right, yeah.
I mean, this is... See, here's one of the things about me, Rollie. I'm always trying to think of, if the magic time machine, right? You could go back. What era would you go back to where you'd still be comfortable, live comfortably, but you'd have just enough scientific knowledge to, become a bajillionaire before your time? To know that in 1905, I could literally walk into a patent office and say, I'd like to patent ice on a stick. Holy shit. Toilet paper. I want to put this paper on a roll for your ass to be wiped with. Okay.
Corn on the cob holders.
Yeah, 100%.
No more hands burning.
What are they? They're nails. You damn it to the ass end of corn. That's it? Yes.
You get to keep your fingerprints.
Pay me money for the next 50 years. Jesus Christ.
I mean, that could be the best butterfly effect on the timeline as we go back and we make the money with all the as seen on TV crap.
Oh my God. The slap chop?
Yeah. That guy's running for... running for
I saw that. Yeah, Vince Offer. God, that guy, still, he's never going to get past his story. The fact that he got half his tongue bit off by a prostitute because he tried to tongue kiss her. I don't even blame the prostitute, man.
What a romantic. Who says chivalry's dead? I mean, he paid for it, but...
No, but I'm just
how much blood can a ShamWow absorb at once?
But it's weird because I'm so on the prostitute side on this. It's you don't kiss me. Yeah, you don't know where I've been.
I definitely think a jury would side with the prostitute. Yeah, you tried to tongue kiss her? Oh God, you're guilty.
No, and I'm thinking about it like this. If I'm the prostitute and I'm like, you're willing to kiss me? Who else have you stuck this dirty fucking meat rag in? Good God.
Oh. But the audacity of, the stardom of, I'm the ShamWow guy.
Well, I mean, look, people like the ShamWow guy. Him and Billy Mays were probably two of the best television. Yeah, like when he fucking throws the slap chop over his fucking shoulder into the sink. You just sold 1 million units there, Vince. Well done, sir.
Moving units, baby.
Yeah, that's what it's about. He's got name recognition. He's got face recognition. I don't know. All he needs is one good idea, and he talk a bunch of shit, and you're going to fucking win political office in America. So, I mean, where's he running? Do you have any idea? If it's in the Midwest.
Right now, politics. Texas's 31st congressional district. That's in 2025. Aiming to unseat incumbent Congressman John Carter, no relation to Jimmy. In an interview with Fox News, he stated that he would run on an anti-woke platform, and he was inspired to enter the race by the assassination of Charlie Kirk.
John Carter, that's the guy from Mars.
Yes, John Carter from Mars. Look at you.
Well, he in a video parodying the Ghostbusters theme song, Woke Busters, featuring Republican candidate Valentina Gomez. If there's something...
She's the worst. This timeline is such a joke.
Oh,
She's the worst.
Singing lyrics from the song, if there's something creepy looking at your pee-pee, while showing a man dressed as a feminine attire in a park, then cutting off to a shot of a young boy holding a basketball. With the camera zooming in slightly at the boy's clothed crotch. This is from the fucking Wikipedia page, by the way. I'm not as good. Yeah.
He's a shoo-in. I mean, he is, unfortunately.
God. What a ticket. What a duo. The Slap Chop guy and Valentina Gomez. You can't miss with that ticket.
Something creepy looking at your pee-pee.
Who you gonna call? Busters. All right, and finally, and I know we all have a general idea of the story, but this is for discussion more than it is for the fact. Did you know in 1928, Scottish bacteriologist Alexander Fleming returned from a 2-week vacation at his cluttered laboratory at St. Mary's Hospital in London and noticed a peculiar petri dish where Staphylococcus bacteria cultures had developed a green-blue patch of mold. But what he noticed was around that patch of mold, everything was dead. It was completely clean. He named it penicillin after the fungus. Blah, blah, blah. Didn't know what to do with it. Couldn't reproduce it. Then, of course, World War II broke out, and some Oxford scientists decided to work on that thing. They're like, hey, remember that thing that stopped people from dying from, like, simple wounds? And they figured it out, and, of course, we got penicillin. They won the Nobel Prize in 1945 for the happy accident that revolutionized hospital care worldwide. What I love about this, all these were happy accidents. Nobody meant for this shit to happen that came out the other side. And this one hits close to my heart because I'm a dirty motherfucker. I don't clean up shit. And could you imagine, like, leaving your dorm room in college to go to, like, one of your little formal things, maybe down Deep Creek Lake or whatever. You come back and something grew, like some organic material grew in the fucking corner. And you're like, huh, oh yeah. And then you win the Nobel fucking Prize. What?
This also makes me wonder if anyone pre-1945 just suffered forever with gonorrhea.
Oh, 100%.
Absolutely.
It didn't drive him crazy?
Well,
I thought
that
it
was syphilis.
But yeah.
Syphilis, yeah.
Which is also treated with this.
That's how much I don't know about STDs.
Ooh, look at me. No, I mean, I've heard this repeated 1,000 times, but, like, the whole bigwig thing, they wore the wigs because, like, syphilis makes you go bald and fucking, like, holes grow in your fucking scalp. So all those, like, heathen fucking monarchs back in the day were just hanging and banging.
Oh, you mean like my curly wig that I had last week?
Yes.
2 weeks ago?
Yeah, and that's why all the fucking Brits... Well, what's even crazier about it is even to this day, like, the British, like, judicial guys wear those fucking ridiculous curly Q fucking white wigs, and it all stems back to, like, the French and the fucking Brits, like, having syphilis.
Yeah, I was just referring to, like, gonorrhea. They
Sorry.
untreated,
Sorry to bring it into the gutter.
Infertility,
classy show.
Pelvic pain, early life-threatening infection. So you're just sitting there. Yeah, man, that's a bummer. Bummer, man. Yeah, bummer. Thanks to this guy. It's 45. It's a good life.
Yeah, but I mean, the other thing too with it, I know how you can, theoretically, I know how you can grow the mold for penicillin, but even this dude,
what?
I know how you can, I know what it takes to get like that moldy fucking shit to grow. But so did this guy, apparently. But, like, to be able to, like, get it where it's sterile and you can actually use it for something. I don't know. This is one of those things where I think if you went back in time, like, I can make penicillin. No, you can't. Like, you may think you have, like, you could get it started. It's like that C student history kind of thing. Like, you know a little bit about everything, but you know nothing about refining any of it. Like, if you went back in time and it was like, oh, oil, I know how to make gasoline. No, you don't. You're going to kill an entire town by blowing it up.
You get a Bunsen burner and a couple other things.
Drink your milkshake.
That's right, baby. On it.
That's still, everybody gives Daniel Day-Lewis so much credit for being a great actor, and he is. But that scene is so obnoxious. I drink your milkshake. I don't know. It takes me out of it. And it's like his most iconic scene.
I think that was just the apex of the greed and like the tenacity
I get it. I'm just saying, like, to stare at a man in a fucking like little restaurant and like, I drank your milkshake.
Wasn't that his private bowling alley?
Yeah, I don't remember.
That's baller shit back in the 20s, right?
That's right.
Actually, that's baller shit now. If any of us had a private bowling alley.
Yeah,
and we're stealing minerals and oil from each other.
Then who are you trying to impress? Aren't they already impressed? They're there. Like, who are you trying to, like, are you really showing him up? Like, I drank y'all. It's such a weird fucking line to be, like, one of your most iconic, I drink your milkshake.
It's just explaining how to steal oil.
I understand. I get all of it. There's nothing lost on me. Just yelling that and that being, like, your most iconic film line.
I drink it right up.
Yeah. I mean, he barely says anything in Last of the Mohicans, and to me, that's his best role. Thank you.
I will agree there.
And that, my friends, is your Fun Fact Friday.
All right. Stick around. We're going to take another quick break. We'll be right back with Before You Go and Smart Underwear, revealing how much you fart daily. Riveting stuff. We'll be right back.
When they said not everyone deserves a podcast, we didn't listen. The Middle Class Holes.
Before we get to Before You Go, this is the Before You Go. This was brought up on the sales floor at my job, and guys were asking about the double luge. So it's one guy stacked on top of another guy. Murr, it's just you and me on this one. Which? Okay, what, are you bringing out a luge? All right. Double luge, one guy stacked on top of another, and they were asking which one would you rather be, and obviously with homophobic overtones to this.
Yeah. So, all right. So we'll start with you, Rollie, because I think Wes and I have kind of actually already discussed this a little bit. So, are you aware of the double luge in the Olympics? Not an ice luge, not something that you suck alcohol out of. Two men, tiny sled, stacked on top of each other. Who would you rather be? Top luge or bottom luge?
I mean, this is a real human centipede of a question here.
Sure it is.
I guess who gets the guts and who gets the glory here?
Well, I mean, technically, top man, I guess, technically crosses the finish line first, right?
Right, the feet are hanging over. It's a little bit closer. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but nobody remembers the losers. Everybody's a loser and luge.
No one remembers the single losers.
I think you want to be B, right? Because all the pressure is on A. Because I assume the first person has to do the steering.
Now, you got to, okay, just let's use top and bottom here. So because A and B.
Okay, so the bottom gets on first.
Yes. The top man mounts him.
Right. So I guess if you're just laying there and you get a gold medal for just laying there.
I think there's a little more to
Isn't that every man's dream?
To come from behind?
Triumph story.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the first guy has to steer. The second guy just has to hold on, right?
No, I think the bottom guy's steering with his feet because, like, the way the little the little feet blade the blades come up. I think he's got to use his toes. I think the top guy's like more like body movements than the bottom guy. But the bottom guy, I think, is actually like manipulating the blade of the sled to make it go left and right. But
so he's doing all the work.
I mean, but the top guy, Wes, explain why you think the top guy is dangerous.
I think if in the event of a wreck, the top guy is getting either thrown, propelled, or taking on the blunt end of any type of damage.
Yeah. And I mean, so there is an extra bit of risk being the top guy. I said, one, I'd like to be the top guy, because I don't, and this is not a homophobic thing. I just don't want another 200 muscly grown man's like ass, like grinding, like just incredibly with all that pressure into my ball sack all the way down this icy fucking hill. Like, it won't be his fault. It would just be like, it's like me getting my fucking vasectomy. Just grin and bear it, baby. It'll be over soon. Oh, please. So I just want to be the guy on top. I don't mind feeling, another man's package rubbing its way into my buttock region. It's fine. Yeah. It's for glory here. Okay.
You know that obviously, I mean, practice makes perfect. They're not doing this 3 times a year.
Yeah.
They're doing this like for 3 runs during the Olympics. These aren't single losers. They're like, yeah, we should try this just 3 times though.
yeah. Let's just try this today, me and you.
Yeah, that's right.
One good run down the hill. Now you're getting personal with each other. Like, I'm gonna know how much
practice uniforms are made out of velour, so it's less weird.
I'm going to know exactly how much acid you've injected into your penis before this day is over.
By the way, the Italians won gold today.
Okay. Bet.
All right. Tonight on Before You Go, on the Middle Class Holes, a University of Maryland study finds that people are farting roughly 32 times per day on average, a far cry from the 14 to 21 that was previously in some bullshit that nobody studied. So what they're going to do is they're going to put in smart underwear to analyze your farts. That's right. Scientists have created wearable sensors that attach to your underwear that tracks your gut bacteria in real time by measuring hydrogen gas in your flatulence. And no, this is not set up for a joke. Let's see.
Yes, it is.
The problem has plagued microbiome researchers for years. How to actually monitor your gut bacteria hour by hour, not just what species live in there. This answer, as it turns out, involves a tiny sensor clip near your bottom that passively records data while you go about your day-to-day. The study revealed 38 people detected with a 94.7% accuracy. It's about 32 times per day. So there's a lot more to this in your gut health, bacteria, yada. But I mean, this is incredible. This is a human achievement. This is a crowning moment. This is Pulitzer Prize winning, although they're not writing anything.
I 100% agree. Like, as funny as it is, farts are funny. There's no way around it. Oh, yeah. But, pun intended, what comes out of your ass is indicative of what's going on in your body. And the amount of lives, God rest in peace, James Vanderbeek. I mean, imagine being able to know the second you got a cancer fart coming out your butt.
Cancer fart.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, isn't that what this is for? I mean, you got of course they're trying to see how healthy they can keep you with your gut flora and all that. But as all of a sudden you got a colorectal fart come out the ass, Mr. Murr, time to head on down to the old asshole doctor who tells you really bad news and see what you can do to hurry up and fix this before it becomes bad. It's great invention. Basically, just wearing a maxi pad that saves your life.
Yeah. So just for frame of reference, I'll show you. This here's the prototype.
Oh no!
Butt plug
right there. Yes, I am definitely the top man in a fucking dildo-luge.
So wait, what are you looking at?
I'm looking at the plug in the asshole.
Oh yeah, so seriously, I do enjoy the people at the University of Maryland showing off. Let's of course put on Maryland piece here with some sort of, I don't even know if it's like a painter swab or something.
It's a prototype, okay?
Yeah.
We'll gussy it up later.
It's made by Under Armour, I'm sure.
By the way, this is a bit of a follow-up, Murr. If you recall, it was 2024, but it's less than 2 years ago, where there was an app that measured length, detectability, stench. Basically, you could monitor your own farts.
Yeah.
And send it for analysis.
That was more felt like novelty than it was for science. But this is science. I don't know. We got to get over this embarrassment syndrome that we have in America about shit like this.
We've talked about pooping in a bag and sending it into a lab for analysis. We've talked a lot about fart science and monkey entertainment run neck and neck on this show.
We need to rename this show.
Yeah, that's right.
Fart science.
Fart science and monkey entertainment, guys.
We're taking off after that. No, monkey entertainment is our fucking that's our umbrella. Fart science is our show.
Guys.
Yeah, 100%. Fuck, man. I don't even know. You derailed everything I was thinking of. I don't know. But, Rollie, does this become does this become a joke, or does this do people take it serious?
I'm something of a scientist myself. So
Dr. Rollie. Yeah.
you send me a pair of these, University of Maryland, we're going to learn some interesting things. All right. I'm a little insulted that I wasn't invited for the clinical trials. I don't know what kind of volunteers you had walking in, but you got a homegrown fart athlete.
No.
Who's no longer in the state. But I'm just saying, the findings could be interesting.
If the NSA had been doing their due diligence, you'd have been at the front of the line. Like, hey, Mr. Rollie, listen,
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A flatulete.
Right.
I just think it's funny we've reached a time because, it's a little refreshing that in everything we hear is AI this, AI that. We've got finally, just like when we had Marvel movies, if anybody was a comic book dork, CGI was able to catch up and we could make comic book movies look cool, whereas in the 90s we really couldn't. But, when we're kids, we're like, and still to this day, farts are hilarious. And now we're doing science with them. It's undeniable. We're doing real cutting edge butt science.
I'm a butt scientist. No,
you might get slapped at a bar for saying that.
I gotta tell you though,
which bar?
Speaking of pooping in bags and mailing them across the states, I give Blue Cross Blue Shield all the credit in the world. I've got a box upstairs that I still got to poop in, complimentary because of my age and my risk for colorectal cancer. So I got a box upstairs that they sent me out of nowhere. I was like, who ordered this shit? And I opened it up and it's like, hey, this is from us. We don't want to pay for your cancer fucking treatment. So shit in this bag and get it back to us.
Did you confirm that it was the hospital and not like a weird neighbor that like hand wrote like, please put your poop in here and send it to me?
They sent it to me like 3 months ago, and if it was a weird neighbor, I'd have got that done that day, because I would like to see what kind of pen pal letter I got back from that one.
Really hope you enjoyed your ribs last week.
This is the God's honest truth. I know what meals will do to my stool, so I've actually really legit been waiting, like, when am I going to get a good salad? Like, as I don't want to be messing with any... it's already gonna be bad enough. I don't want to be messing with anything runny, so I'm just like, let's wait till pizza night, and then we'll go the next day.
Get a Caesar. Yeah. Clear it right up.
Yeah, pizza, poopa. All right, I think we could go on.
University of Maryland, sponsor us.
That's right, baby. Come on,
we'll do a podcast with them on.
Send them my way, baby. I'll fart you up.
They have people eating like 6 regular gumdrops made of corn syrup and sugar, and some like how they test those. And then they had 6 gumdrops containing grams of insulin, plant fiber, and then after that they figured out the differences in the biomes. Man, lovely. Come on, I'll do you one better just for enlightenment, entertainment, and just laugh, shock value. I'll put one of those party favors that you like blow into. They go woo. I'll put that in the farter. That every time I fart, it's a
like when they're selling fans, they have the little ribbons coming off the fans. Show you how hard they blow the AC out.
God, I'll put one of those things that sits outside of a car dealership. But mini. Let's clap you guys. All right. Listen, you can find the Middle Class Souls on all your social media platforms: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, at the Middle Class Souls. You can email us at tickleourtummies@gmail.com. Didn't see anything. I think Keith gave up on us. Although I might see him this Saturday. I might see, hey man, put your phone out, fucking email us. Follow us, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your fellow farters. Tell the guys who do farts, man. We talk about some good shit.
Tell your penis plumpers. We love them.
Penis plumpers. Tell all your PED users. All right, we'll be back next week. Austin will be on following week. Alan will be back with us, and then we'll get into St. Patrick's Day, right? Right, McKinney, you're gearing up. That's right, fighting Irish. All right, folks, take care. We'll be back with more Middle Class Souls.